everybody, welcome back to Mass Adoption. I am your host, the Kryptokhemist, and man, a lot of cities are taking on this cryptocurrency thing and quite expeditiously. One of those cities, U.S. cities now, one of those cities is Miami, Florida. But before we get into that, I want to give a big shout out to By the Hood, my brothers over at By the Hood, Jimmy Williams and Corey Camp, and their whole team over there. They're doing some great things. They're teaching children how to invest for free. They are doing a lot of programs in the community and building up a lot of people, teaching them real estate, cryptocurrency, stock market, all of that. Just, they're great guys. Great guys. Definitely check them out. They also have a channel at By the Hood. You can check them out on YouTube, you can check them out on Instagram, check them out on Facebook, whatever. Just type in By the Hood. Great brothers. All right, so let's get right into it, back to it. Let's get right into it and back to it. Miami, one of my favorite places. I've only been in Miami like a couple of times, but I just love the vibe there. It's like another country there, another world there. Same for New Orleans. Some of my favorite places because they're just magical, right? But Miami has a coin called Miami Coin, and in fact, they started paying their city officials, or not city officials, city workers in cryptocurrency, I believe, either this year or last year. They have been quite serious about cryptocurrency. And there are several other cities and even countries around the world that are taking on cryptocurrency and paying their people in it, accepting it officially, and in an official capacity, and it's just looking great. It's looking great for those of us, us early adopters, and those of us who are getting into cryptocurrency now. And as I always say, this is not financial advice, but as I always say, if you get into this and you don't understand it, you haven't done your due diligence, and you don't have anyone to teach you, hey, this is what you do, this is what you don't do, this is where you go, this is where you stay away from. Listen, head on over to planetkrypton.io. That's Planet Krypton with a K.io. We have a completely introductory video there that you can watch, and it will show you everything that you need to know about the history of Bitcoin, how to get it. I give you some passive ways to earn cryptocurrency without you even having to do anything. And not some, I give you quite a few actually, all as a part of that. Or you can check out my book that is going to be released in December of this year. It is called The Chemistry of Currency. All right, the shift from physical to digital currency. You can check that out on Amazon. You can pre-order it right now. But I take you through everything on how cryptocurrency works, how it relates to you, why it is something that you should be in now, and how it can make you the new elite. And that's no cap, as they say. That's no cap. This stuff will make you the new elite if you know what you're doing. Don't get into it with pure emotion and no logic, and you jump, fools rush in, right? You rush into it, and there it is, right? But I'm saying all this to say that it's to let you know, or to imply, should I say, that this stuff is happening right in front of our faces, right before our very eyes. And if we don't properly position ourselves, it's going to happen without us. So again, Miami Coin, right? It's MIAMI Coin, and it closed like a week ago at, let me check the price now, because I don't want to give you anything that's wrong, right? Miami Coin, I'll tell you what it's at right now. Right now, it is at 2 cents, almost 3 cents. It's at 0.02823 cents. Its trading volume is $1,186,734.28. It is up 40.5%. And let's see, the market dominance doesn't have really market dominance, but it's a new coin. It just got introduced. But my overall point, I'm not telling you to invest in this coin. What I'm telling you is that entire municipalities are getting into blockchain technology, cryptocurrency. They're issuing their own, they're accepting it. it's happening. So I wanted to let you know that. Big ups to Andrew Cooper of Mr. Paid in PJs, who said that major cities are now creating their own cryptocurrency coins called city coins. Did you know that? Major cities, right? Major cities are now creating their own cryptocurrency coins called city coins, all right? City coins gives communities the power to improve their cities while providing crypto rewards to individual contributors and city governments alike. That is from Andrew Cooper, Mr. Paid in PJs. You can check him out at www.mrpaidinpjs.com. All right, so he's basically letting you know what I've been letting you know, what everyone's been letting you know, which is the world is moving toward the name of the show. The world is moving towards mass adoption, and that's why, because it gives people the power to see where their money is going, to exercise control over where their money is going, and say, hey, we don't want to give you that. We don't know that you're going to do with our money what you say you're going to do with our money, so we're not going to give you control or access to our cryptocurrency. Okay, you can monitor things on a blockchain. This gives control to the people. Now, what I will say is these city coins are more than likely going to be regulated by those city government authorities or whatever you want to call them, those city central banks and all that. Like, I mean, come on, we know this, all right? However, the point is that you should be in blockchain technology because it's happening whether you like it or not. With or without you, it's going to happen. And you do not want to be in a position to where you have no choice but to accept whatever coin or currency or token that they give you. Does that make sense to you? Like, think about all of the people before the Great Depression who weren't listening to the fact that we're going into a Great Depression and you need to do something to protect yourself from it. While all of the, moguls and tycoons were buying up all of the real estate and the stock and all that. It was happening in front of these people, right beneath their noses, and they didn't believe that fat meat was greasy, as they say, right? So they were like, all right, okay, protect for the future, all right, boom, boom, boom. And then it happens, and now they're in soup lines, right, wrapped around buildings, waiting just to get a bowl of soup and bread. I'm not by any means implying that it's going to be that bad when they switch, but it is going to be pretty bad. We're currently facing hyperinflation. We're at a point in history where other countries don't even want the dollar. They're sending it back in mass. Look at the BRICS and what they're doing, right? They don't want the US dollar anymore. And the dollar is, quite frankly, is off of life support. It's been on life support for a significant amount of time. But at this point, they've taken it off. Life support is dead, and now they're trying to sneak it out the back door into the morgue without anybody seeing it. That was a mouthful. Now they're trying to sneak it out of the back door of the hospital, where it was on life support at, into the morgue without anybody else seeing it and saying, is that the dollar? Wait, y'all, the dollar is dead. Hey, guys, look. We need to do something. The dollar is dead. So I'm here to tell you, hey, they're sneaking it out the back door. The dollar's dead. Guys, do something about it. And that something that you need to do is educate yourself firstly on cryptocurrency. And then you need to start getting into, I don't want to tell you what, this is not investment advice. Damn, I forgot to say that. This is not investment advice. I'm going to go back to the front, the beginning of the clip, of the video, and say, hey, this isn't investment advice. It's just educational. I'm trying to teach you here that you need to, just this is a lesson. You need to educate yourself on accumulating and acquiring as much cryptocurrency as you possibly can. And don't say, well, companies don't accept cryptocurrency. That's a lie. Shopping.io. Check them out. All of those companies on there, they accept cryptocurrency. Now payments. Their job, their entire exclusive job is to help companies accept cryptocurrency in exchange for their products or services, both online and at brick and mortar companies, stores, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, so it's happening with or without you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So here's the steps. Let me tell you. You need to get a wallet. I'm just gonna tell you the steps. Get a wallet. Start there. Get a wallet. I would suggest Exodus is good. You know what? I'll give you a list. I need to think about this. So I'll give you a list of the wallets that I believe are good for beginners. You need to get a wallet. That's number one. The second thing that you need to do is you need to look up now, Bitcoin is the standard cryptocurrency. In my opinion, and this is strictly educational, I believe that you should have Bitcoin and Ethereum off rip. No matter what anybody says or feels about either of these cryptocurrencies, they are the standard. Okay? Ethereum has entire worlds being built off of it, entire platforms and protocols being built off of it. Is it as efficient as, say, another blockchain like Solana, or, you know, I don't know. I don't want to get into that. Maybe not. But the point is, if you are a newbie and you do not understand cryptocurrency as thoroughly as those of us who talk about it every single day, we dream about it. I literally dream about crypto. I dream about crypto. Anyway, if you're not as well versed in cryptocurrency as us, don't worry about all the technical jargon. Don't ask your friend who's a crypto. They just want to tell you how much they know about crypto, and they're like, no, you shouldn't get into Ethereum because Ethereum has da-da-da-da, and they're not going to burn as much as. Don't worry about that. My point is, this is the future. We're talking about the future, and Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be there in the future. And if not in the capacity that they are now, in some way, shape, or form, they will be there in the future. All right, we're talking 2025. Crypto is going to be probably your children, if they're like less than 4 right now, they're probably not going to see, it's my prediction, any physical currency at all. They're probably not going to see it or touch it. They're definitely probably not going to touch it. Okay? So, if you want for you and your family to be that new elite, that's what I'm keep talking about, the new elite, you need to get with it, all right? So let's talk about some countries that have crypto-friendly cities. So 7 of the most crypto-friendly countries for Bitcoin investors, according to NASDAQ, June 30th, my father's birthday actually, 2021, are Portugal, Switzerland, Germany, Singapore, Malta, Cyprus, and Bermuda. That's new for me. I knew about the others, but Bermuda is quite new for me. I think so is the last 3 are pretty new for me. All right. I am surprised that the Netherlands isn't on here because they have an entire crypto-friendly city. And the fact that this is coming from the NASDAQ, now that I think about it, it might be like some insider, you know, they might be in cahoots or something with these countries. I don't know. Let's try that again. Okay, so I look back again, Trading Education, it's tradingeducation.com. They have more of a, how do I say it, bipartisan, if you will, list, or a list that I would assume would be more bipartisan. And number 1 on that list, like I said, is Amsterdam in the Netherlands for crypto-friendly cities, all right? These are the most crypto-friendly cities around the world. So you have Amsterdam, you have Toronto, Canada, you have Prague in the Czech Republic, you have Zug, Z-U-G, Switzerland, you have, I don't even know how to pronounce this, it's Ljubljana, it's L-J-U-B-L-J-A-N-A, Slovenia, never heard of it. You have San Francisco, California. You have Buenos Aires, Argentina, Jacksonville, Florida, Vilnius, Lithuania. It was Hong Kong, China. What is this? This is an old article. This is in July 23rd of 2021. So not that old, but in the crypto world, 1 month can be like 3 years in any other industry. All right. You have, well, Hong Kong was actually the last one. So those are the most crypto-friendly cities around the world. So in these cities, you know, they're allowing people to do a lot of stuff in cryptocurrency. There are stores that just accept cryptocurrency, only exclusively accept cryptocurrency. All right. There are like 74 merchants accepting Bitcoin, and there's in Amsterdam there's like 74 merchants right now accepting Bitcoin, and one Bitcoin ATM for every 800,000 people in Amsterdam. All right. What does it say? So Canada is known for being one of the most welcoming countries for blockchain and cryptocurrencies. The regulation for crypto ICOs is pretty light as compared to other countries. And throughout the past 10 years, Toronto has become one of the world's most crypto-friendly cities in the world, hosting a number of quite successful crypto enterprises. For instance, a well-established cryptocurrency wallet named Decentral, which also created Jax, which is a very popular crypto wallet. I said I'd tell you something. That was going to be one of the ones that I suggested. I mean, this is just an example of the Canadian crypto enterprise that has become, one of the Canadian crypto enterprises that have become huge all over the world. All right. In addition, there are over 200 crypto ATMs spread across Toronto. On a worldwide level, this is one of the biggest numbers of ATMs that can be found in a city. Now, I am currently in Atlanta. I just came back from Costa Rica for a few opportunities that were here in Atlanta. But what I will say is I am outside of Atlanta, and it is, even though there are crypto ATMs or Bitcoin ATMs listed around here, either they don't work or they're just not there anymore. They're not there anymore. So that's a big thing. That's another story for another day. But my point here is, when you're in a city where there are crypto ATMs everywhere, that is a huge indicator as to the friendliness that this city has, or this area has, for cryptocurrency. And these are just some of them. All right, so getting back to it, my overall point for you is, this is where you're going. I'm here to convince you that not only is it happening, because we know it's happening, but that you can do it because you are divine. It is your time. That's not just something I say that rhymes. I truly believe that. You can do this. You can get into cryptocurrency with, how much do you spend a week on Starbucks? How much do you spend a week on cigarettes? How much do you spend a week on junk food? How much do you spend a week on, name something that you spend on for every week. You spend money on to buy every week, and it hasn't made you a penny. If anything, it's put you in more debt. It's made you fatter. It's jeopardized your health more. This is something that can make you money, right? You can do it passively. You don't have to put hundreds of thousands of dollars into it. Let me tell you, there are coins we've gotten into, there are opportunities we've gotten into in cryptocurrency where we have seen $100 turn into $10,000, quite frankly, in a few weeks. But listen, I'm not saying jump into crypto that you're going to take $100 and turn it into $10,000. I would never tell you anything like that. If that's the case, I should tell you to go play the lottery, which is a grave misuse and misappropriation of your funds. It's pointless. So I would never tell you that. But what I am telling you is, if you know what you're doing, if you learn the basics, you can make a great deal of money either now or especially in the future when it comes to cryptocurrency. Just hold. And don't worry about the fluctuation. Oh, when money's going down, yeah, it's going to come back up. You know how many people told me I'm not in crypto because I lost so much money in Bitcoin? But when did you sold? You lost the money because you sold. If you still had it, if you still held on to it, you would be up by now way more than you are, or maybe way more than you were at any other point. When Bitcoin is about $55,000. So I know you didn't sell it at that. So of course you lost. But you have to know what you're doing. Don't just jump into something because you watch a few YouTube videos. All right? Get some help. It doesn't have to be from me. Get some help. My overall goal is to make sure that you get into crypto. It doesn't have to be me who teaches you. Maybe you don't like my teaching style. Maybe you think I'm an asshole and you don't want to learn from me. Fine. That's cool. That's up to you. All right? So that's what this is about. Mass adoption. It's happening. Cities near you. I'm sure you've probably been to one of those cities, or at the very least, heard one of those cities on the list that I've told you about. All right? Miami, I'm sure a lot of you have been to Miami. This is what's happening around you. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? How are you going to prepare yourself for mass adoption? Because as I always say, man, you can do it. It's that easy. And don't tell yourself you don't understand it. If you understand how to create a Facebook page, if you understand how to create an Instagram account, you can buy and sell and hold and understand cryptocurrency. Okay, so as I always say, you are divine. It is your time. It's not just something I say that rhymes. I truly believe that. Welcome to the Crypto Come Up. Peace.
No, I'll never forget that day.